Right, what is up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jordan Young, aka Sneakernomics, and it's an exciting day because you get to sit there and you get to watch me unbox some shoes that I've recently purchased. You know, I get a lot of comments from people saying things like, Sneakernomics, man, you work so hard, like you really sacrifice a lot to bring us this really heartwarming and reassuring content. Like, you know, we feel guilty, and I just want to make sure that you guys don't feel guilty. As much as there is in this for you, there's a little bit in it for me as well, because I get to keep these shoes, I get to wear these shoes, and if these videos do okay, then I end up actually getting a little bit of money back on these shoes. Now, there's tons of reviews out there already on these, and I am excited to check them out and give you guys my opinion on them. These are definitely one of those shoes that came out this year to a little bit of disappointment. I think a lot of people were really fired up when they saw the potential mock-ups, or they saw some like customs out there that look really similar to the A MA MANIERE 3s. And when we got the color blocking that I'm about to show you, it kind of felt like a little bit of a disappointment compared to the mock-ups. I picked my pair up from GOAT. I had a little bit of GOAT credit on my account, which is why I used the GOAT app, and the price that I paid for these is pretty much the same price as it is now. So prices have kind of stayed pretty flat on this particular model, meaning that if you like this pair, and if this review is likely to tip you over the edge and convince you to maybe go and cop a pair, prices at the moment are the same as what I paid for them about 2 weeks ago now. So this is actually going to be my first time laying eyes on them. There may be some interwoven B-roll footage that I will no doubt splice in with some premium editing technique to make the video more watchable, but what you're seeing here is the naked unboxings. So first of all, the packaging. Well, you got the A MA MANIERE plastic sleeve, which you'll find on the other pairs as well. And the first thing of note is that they're quite heavy. Like, there's a bit of weight to these bad boys. The box and the packaging, really nice quality. Got the classic Jordan 4 box, and then you've got this sort of like cement vibe and print on the lower portion of the box. You've got the A MA MANIERE branding along the side, and then you've got the flight logo on the lid, and the box is in the same kind of color as the shoes themselves. Right, so that's the box, that's the packaging. Let's get into these. This will be my first time laying eyes on them. So the paper's nice, it's got a nice rustle, nice crinkle to it. And here we go, the first impressions. Wowee, here they are. Ooh, all right. So you've got this massive kind of like lace tag, which comes in a little plastic bag. The leather on the upper is pretty soft and pretty supple. Not like crazy about this little like CCTV camera thing that they've got going on down the back, but yeah, they are pretty nice. In terms of the quality is nice. Yeah, it's this really nice sort of leather material on the upper. The liner is this really nice quilted liner, and they look like they've got a really nice comfortable insole, and they've got a nice little sort of patch that's stitched on to the inside of the insole. They've definitely got the premium quality about them, particularly with the liner. But in terms of all the basics, like the shape and the colorway, they're clean, they're pretty basic. I love the Nike Air on the back, and they've got the premium touches. So in terms of the quality control, like there's no big issues with my pair, no like stitching errors or glue marks. Everything looks to be pretty correct. Yeah, the leather itself is really nice. It's soft, it's supple. There's it's got a nice texture and a nice feel to it. There are a couple of things that I'm not crazy about. One is the top line. I'm not a massive fan of the top line. The way that it's sort of like stitched into the quilted liner kind of takes away a little bit from the shape of the shoe for me. so that's something that I'm not crazy about. I think I would have much preferred this sneaker if it had a little bit of contrast, or a little bit more contrast, maybe with the netting, the mesh netting, were this like maybe a different color, or maybe there was some different colors underneath the mesh. I think that would have been a nicer touch. But all in all, it's a nice sneaker. It's a nice shoe, it's a clean shoe, clean colorway. I do think it could have been done a little bit better with the colorway. I wish there was a little bit more contrast, somehow, some way. I feel like the sort of like monotone upper takes away from what might have otherwise been a really nice or a real shoe of the year contender. I'd probably put them in top 5, maybe top 10 shoes of the year. I've got to make some decisions about that, but it's definitely the best Jordan 4 of the year, and I think it is the second best A MA MANIERE after the 3s. I'm glad I got them when I did, but I think if you were kind of like on the fence about these, and you were, you know, like maybe tossing up buying these over the Lost and Founds, or buying these versus the Lobsters, I would probably opt for some of those other shoes. I don't think these shoe of the year hype worthy, in my opinion. So I guess the next thing to do is to try them on and see how they feel on foot. Let's give them a crack. So as for the comfort, they do run pretty true to size. You could probably even get away with going a half size up with these bad boys. The thing about it is, because of the quilted liner and because it's got this kind of like quilted insole, they do feel quite luxurious when you put them on. Of course, allowing for the snug fit. They definitely run true to size, so keep that in mind sizing wise. So I think given the price being a little bit over 2 times retail, it's definitely worth grabbing a pair if you are a big fan of Jordan 4s, you like Jordan 4 collabs, and you like A MA MANIERE. I think if you're in on those 3 variables and you haven't already gotten a pair yet and you're on the fence, I think grab a pair. You won't regret it. But if you are on the fence and you're thinking, maybe I'd rather get the Lost and Founds, or maybe I'd get Lobsters, I would probably go for those other sneakers. These aren't, in my opinion, worth all of the hype. I'm glad I got the pair, but as you can tell from my background, I'm a big fan of Jordan 4s, and this was a must add to the collection. They're comfy, they're luxurious, but they're not quite the knockouts that I feel like they could have been. So I hope that review was enjoyable, and I hope it was informative, and thank you very much for watching. If you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so, and thank you everybody for the support. Recently hit 70K, which is really exciting, and I'm really excited about the rest of the month and the new year to keep bringing you guys awesome sneaker content. So thank you once again for watching. Take care, have a good day, and peace.